people really saying that this is old news? What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Before we get into the video, if you do not know who I am, my name is B Octavia. I am 23 years old and I'm from Washington, D.C. I am an entrepreneur with my own beauty brand called Crush on You Beauty, which has skincare and cosmetics. I'm also a mom of a 2, almost 3-year-old. So today's video will be about Kenneka Jenkins. I wanted to make this video because for some reason, every day this week, like since Sunday, I want to say, or maybe even before that, I've been thinking about her. And I've been thinking about the case because it was ruled accidental, but we'll get into that in another video. But what I wanted to speak on was the fact that I seen a comment. Somebody had posted a picture saying rest in peace to Kenneka. And somebody commented and said this story is old. Now, I have a problem with that because some of my content, a lot of my content is from the past. And what bothers me is if I talk about stuff from 20, 30 years ago, if I talk about stuff from before I was born versus somebody saying something about a tragic scenario that happened in 2017, who wins? How could I win? Or how could anybody win in a society like this? You know what I'm saying? Where people literally have biased sympathy towards situations that become nationwide news. And what is biased sympathy, you ask? This is the thing. You wouldn't be saying that Kenneka Jenkins possibly being murdered in that hotel, and I'm just going to say possibly because we're going to leave that for another video. The tragic situation that took place and Kenneka losing her life. Now, that happened only 3 years ago. At the time, I was 21 years old. And when the news broke, and especially watching the video of Kenneka wandering around the hotel, it really taught me a lesson. It really gave me those warning signs that I needed. Because in today's time, sometimes the younger generation needs situations to happen for them to really get it. And that was a situation where I was like, man, you know, us as the youth, we have to do better. And we have to protect ourselves, and we have to know who our friends are. Like, wholeheartedly know who our friends are. If you don't know what happened to Kenneka Jenkins, basically, in 2017, she attended a party at a hotel in Chicago. In this hotel room, of course, people were on Instagram Live and this and that. And you can see her in several areas of the room during the party. What we don't see is what she ingested or how many drinks, or we didn't see that. But the next thing that we seen was her wandering in the hotel. That's the next thing that we seen. And at that point, she was still missing until being found in a freezer. So, what I have a problem with is this happened 3 years ago. And people really saying that this is old news? Are you serious? But if that was to happen to your niece, if that was to happen to your sister, your cousin, you would be crying to this day. One thing that we have to stop as black people is being very selfish. Is being like, it didn't happen to me. It's being like, oh, this is old because you ain't know her. It doesn't matter. A young girl lost her life. And instead of people just sweeping it under the rug because people were saying rest in peace, you know, and that's the fucked up part. She or whoever commented that was probably the same person that kept posting rest in peace stuff to Kenneka Jenkins at the time. And then 3 years later you want to say this is old? It's not old. No. It's not old. Maybe your point of view, maybe your mindset is old. Okay? Because if somebody was to say that about your family, about you keep posting your deceased whoever from however many years ago, and they say, oh, that's old, you need to get over that. You wouldn't like that. We really have to do better at not being so selfish and thinking it can't happen to you, because it can. Thinking that we're invincible in some type of, we're not. And this biased sympathy has to end. We gotta have compassion, at least a little bit, for humanity, for the earth, for the world. There will be another part to this Kenneka Jenkins series. I just really wanted to get that out and get that off of my mental, because I just, it don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? These stories sit with me, you know, and it's really heavy on my brain, and that's why I have to speak on it. And as you can see, you know, when a person dies, and especially in the black community, it's like we forgotten. You know what I'm saying? You would say rest in peace or put it on them. You know what I'm saying? I put it on this person, I put it on that person. But you're not really having compassion for the person. You know what I'm saying? You're not really having compassion for their last moments. Things like that you cannot take for granted. You cannot take this life for granted. You can't take those last few moments of your life for granted, because you never know when that time is going to come. And, you know, bottom line, to me, it doesn't matter when a scenario happened. The real thing that's important is the lessons that we can learn out of it. What we can take out of it, both positive and negative, because you can learn from both sides. So we really need to stop that. You know, talking about Kenneka, talking about whoever from the past, that's my job. Because a lot of people just forget, they just sweep it under the rug, like they claim the government does. But we do it too. And you're not even realizing that. So I just wanted to say that a Kenneka Jenkins part 2 will be coming soon. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for tuning in to yet another video. It's your girl, B. Octavia, and I'ma see y'all.